Pulse.
You're listening to the Danger Zone.
A beer badness. A beer badness.
There's some days I just wanna go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. There's some days I just wanna go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. There's some days I just wanna go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. There's some days I just wanna go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. When I step into the place, you better be stopping the opposite. We're not in above and they go like I need to jam it. We're jamming the dodgers in the fact that I will take it down. And if you do not holler back, I wonder why the weather made the brother man go black. My brain switched on, need no hat. Too much fuel, so much gas. You can't make it rain and not splash. I stay in my own lane for a reason. I know who I am, so changing. Your body is too hot, need bathing. What comes after shaving? Then you sound amazing. Where's your evidence? Tracing. Your shoes need tying up, lacing. You look roasted.
What am I doing? The ace! Ace!
If you didn't know, my peeps, he is in the building. Make sure you are locked right now. It is all about Danger Zone Live. Big up everybody on Instagram Live. We are live at DJ Dange, also at Pulse Radio. I'm going to introduce him after this one, so hold tight.
Mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. There's some days I just want to go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. There's some days I just want to go mad, but the brother man just keeps it real. When I step into the place, you better be stopping the opposite. We're not in above and they go like I need to jam it. We're jamming the dodgers in the fact that I will take it down. And if you do not holler back, I wonder why the weather made the brother man go black. My brain switched on, need no hat. Too much fuel, so much gas. You can't make it rain and not splash. I stay in my own lane for a reason. I know who I am, so changing. Your body is too hot, need bathing. What comes after shaving? Then you sound amazing. Where's your evidence? Tracing. Your shoes need tying up, lacing. You look roasted cause you're baking. I ain't got time for no foolishness. If you do not understand, I will show you how I get. You see me when you see me, you don't wanna holler me, but you like to run, but not giving an apology. I'm not gonna be the guy who wants the people to follow me. When no man, I have to learn for the responsibilities. I am not that guy to mess with. You can say I'm rageous like but you can call me the preacher's soul, cause I keep it 150 and authentic. I am no longer tempted. You know what's that? If you walk out on my life, I'm not taking you back. I'm dark and vicious, this is not an act. There are no strings attached, but it is deep. I'm so wavy like Dax, I'ma keep it short and neat. So they say that if you're big and tall and you're under 6 foot and you must be lazy. You know what? Them. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Don't need no spotlight when I full up in it. My bars are so tight and I'm not kidding. Come with your own height. I say if anybody who will spot you for that one night. If I make you look, then all I need is one mic. If you know you're so wrong, then I am so right. I am the motor, no bike. My mind works when I'm on site. Can you handle anything that you know that you're gonna bring? If you didn't want it, then what the f*** are you gonna sing? If you never see me snoop around just like a doctor brother, I'ma hook you up with the juice and gin. This is about music, no money over everything, but I can show and prove it. I can make your ears ring and not look stupid. If I have to break my barriers before I lose it. I tell you what's so funny, people acting like they like the sweet like honey. You are my brother, man, I am not your Donny, but I see your chick is pushing like a trolley. It is not hard to grow up and say I'm sorry, unless you don't give a about nobody. That includes yourself, you're way too heavy. Dumbbells, I hit you with the melody. Before you catch my drift, make some noise if you're born with the gift. I'm not gonna stand there by talking. Set a better example for your kids. There is so much a real man can take from chicks, but some women are so obsessed with who want the Backstreet Boys and all I have to give. Playing around, I'ma tell you like it is. There are no strings attached, but it is deep. I'm so wavy like Dax, I'ma keep it short and neat. So they say that if you're big and tall and you're under 6 foot and you must be lazy. You know what? Them. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Man! Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. Watch me now as I'm about to go crazy. It's the M of this. It's the M of this.
Crazy.
It's the M of this. I said it's the M of this. Modulation, M of this. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. It's the M on this.
The Big Bad DJ Dange on Pulse88 Radio.
So my peeps, my guest is here. I'm going to let him introduce himself. What's going on, my G?
Yo, it's the M on this. Modulation straight up in the building. Big up everyone that's locked in live and direct live stream. Big up Pulse Radio right now. Big up Razor. Big up DJ Dange.
I know.
And everyone, man. Big up, man.
Your ear, G, man. Your ear.
Yeah.
So we'll lay down that big tune there. What an intro, man.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, crazy. Crazy is doing a lot.
Yeah, man.
Two bangers that I put out for this year, man.
Yeah.
Crazy and Not From This Planet. Them two are really getting a lot of response from the whole scene right now.
Listeners, you're going to hear that one in a hot minute still about Mod.
Yeah.
Tell them a little bit about you, where you're from, how you got into the music, you know?
Okay, so like I said, man, my name is Modulation. From Southwest London, Oval, the borough of Lambeth, background heritage, Jamaica. 32 years old. I've been doing music from the age of 10. It got serious from the age of 15. I can play 6 instruments. I originally started off as a beatboxer. My first college I went to was South Thames College back in 2004. Then City of Westminster College in Edgware Road from 2008 till 9. Lambeth College in Brixton. Dropped out to do Hoxton Apprentice up in Old Street. And got my certificate from there. Was it in
music?
No, it was just like another type of trade in the field, like the catering field and the hospitality field. Because I was working part time at Wembley and Arsenal Emirates Stadium. I want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? The money weren't really enough, but it wasn't enough like to invest in my career and stuff like that. I was really, really young. I was like probably 19 because that was like my part time job. And just to work on them days when you had to work on either a football game or a concert game, it just couldn't cover enough of the hours that I had to put into the studio or performances, photo shoots, all them acquires that all artists actually need. And I felt like something was missing. And I'm just thinking, I don't want to spend the rest of my life actually working for Wembley and Arsenal Emirates Stadium, even though I did put myself out there and show people that this is what I do in my spare time. I don't just work part-time and just working in kiosks where I'm serving food or doing hospitality or working in a bar or working in a fast food restaurant and becoming a team leader where I'm looking after all my front of house and my back of house and make sure everyone's taken care of. And you know what the funniest thing is, there was always some craziness where I remember back in the day where it was there was so many complaints about star food, all the food that we were selling to the customers, none of the staff weren't allowed to have any of the leftovers or the wastage, so bare people complained. So I was just thinking, you know what, why don't I take my own money, right? And I go to Asda and Tesco and I'll literally spend 60 to 80 pound on 140 Jamaican patties in every single flavor, share them out to all of my staff members and all the previous staff members that actually worked with me. And ever since that, bare people been giving me some love and support. Some of the other people might hate, and I was like, I want to work with him, but some of them will just want to just to work with me just to look good and just show them in front of their friends and everything. But I wasn't really all about them type of things there, man. So yeah.
So how's the music been going in? How's it been going in?
You know what? The music is so good.
The last time I saw you is when we had the cypher in here. With all the man them.
Armageddon cypher.
Yeah, that was a problem, man.
Yes, it was a problem, man. I mean, shouts to Boy Nash, shouts to Tevin J, Matt J, shouts to J Script, shouts to Sosa. Am I forgetting anybody?
Vengeance.
Shouts to Vengeance, but shouts to K-Dos, who's now known as 1244 because he changed his name now. Yeah, shouts to 1244, and yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And we got Razor as well. That's who's beside me. So yeah.
Night. You've got a mixtape, is it, or an album out called Magnificent Fields, isn't it? If
Magnetic
I'm right.
Fields, mixtape. Magnetic Fields was my second mixtape that I put out last year.
Are you sure it wasn't this beginning of this year?
No. It was last year. Definitely last year.
I got it late then, all right.
Yeah.
Some bangers on there still.
Oh, yeah. I know the Human Synthesizer, Job Interview. Obviously, everyone know me as Black as well. So
yeah, let's talk about that. That tune, their Job Interview, you're actually describing...
Yeah.
You at a job interview, isn't it?
I said
that's dope, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I said that was heavy still.
That time when I came out with Job Interview, that's when I was working part-time at Wembley and Arsenal because I was looking for like full-time job.
I hear you.
So when I got the Hoxton Apprentice one, and sorry, excuse me, the funniest thing is that Hoxton was based in Hackney, and Hackney was like the borough of East London and one side of North London, and I'm the borough of Lambeth, so Hackney had to fund me so that I can learn the trades, how to like, you know, serve food in the catering field and stuff like that. And at that time I was writing job interview, and that was back in 2016.
Imagine.
You know what I mean?
And then you got another hit tune, is it called Black?
Yeah.
Hey.
Black, yeah.
I said, yo, is that how you're going on?
Black, yeah. I wanted to get very conscious and deep because I felt like something was missing, and I felt like all the rappers and scenes at that time, they was dropping like bangers and stuff, and everyone can do songs about girls, and everyone can do songs about being from the roads and holding a red cup and stuff like that. But you know, at the same time, I felt like none of the artists back then that were getting into the mainstream scene, they weren't really like giving back to the community. And I just felt like during Black History Month, I was looking back and I was just thinking like, Old Type Basher, yeah, because he was putting out the song Black Boys. You know, like he was uplifting like black excellence. And ever since that, I've not seen not one UK artist or UK black artists have not done what Bashy has done. So I felt like something was missing. So I'm thinking, me personally, I had to top that. And then I spoke to Mr. Mads. Shout out to Mr. Mads, yeah, big up him. He's the one that runs, you know, Sick a Bit events and Chill Sunday events and all the other events. So big up to Mr. Mads one time. He was the one who was saying that, yeah, Mods, you got everything, like the whole package and everything, but something's missing. So you need to have that one song, one song.
Yeah.
Ever since that, yeah, I said, yeah, I need to drop Black. Because like
man flu is well, it sounds like you have it right?
Excuse me, man. Apologize to everyone that's locked in. And I realized that I'm all over like social media. Like I got Twitter on lock, I got Facebook on lock, I got YouTube, but the only platform that I was not signed up to was SoundCloud. And that's when I decided to put Black as my first song up on SoundCloud. I then performed it within a year in 2016 as well. That's when me and Razor first performed at the Showcase up in the Ritzy upstairs in Brixton, which is near my hometown.
Yeah.
We went there to support Lavelle London. Shouts to Lavelle London, Frank Echo. Shouts to Kai Jones as well. And they were on the lineup, and I was just thinking the open mic section, that's when me and Razor, we jumped on it. And so did Society of Alumni as well. Shout out to them collective and bare other artists. And then when I first performed Black, oh my gosh, like 4 wheel-ups. And shout out to Mac J, because he was a witness. He was the one that filmed everything.
Yeah.
Send it to me, uploaded it on Facebook, and man got like 2,500 likes and views on Facebook, yeah, with my performance or me performing Black at Ritzy, having 4 wheel-ups. And ever since that, yeah, that's when Razor, that's when Lavelle London, that's when Frank, that's when Alakai Hardy, shouts to her. All of these artists, Raksu, shouts to Raksu, bare artists that I was working with, that I was supporting at that time, they were all telling me, Mods, you need to do a video for Black. And ever since that, yeah, I said, all right, you know what? Razor, Tevin, Mastermen's, we need to make this happen. And that's how I met other new artists that were following my wave, that were following what the movements, what I was doing, what Razor was doing, what Tevin was doing, what Master, like we were all branching out, what Boy Nash was doing, but we're all coming together as one. It was like, we were like a different type of movement where we had a vision, but we like support each other in different type of fields. So we're like individually, like we're like the Wu-Tang Clan. Like I'm Method Man, yeah. Razor's like Ghostface, yeah. Boy Nash is like Raekwon. You get what I'm saying? So you know, it was like we all had our individual stuff that we can just put out, but we all still come together as one. And I'm really glad that Black has really gave me opportunities, because like bare people were coming to me left, right, and center. Like bare event organizers was asking me to perform there and there because they just love like my stage presence. And Razor always told me, like, Mods, when it comes to my stage presence, no one cannot touch me because I am a problem. Because like no one is not no one hasn't done what I've done, like the energy wise. Like my stage presence is just like on a next level.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes people wish that they can have the same, you know, stage presence as me. But
because I seen it still. Day, I'd put up a little clip.
Yes, you
and
did.
I put it against your promo picture.
Yeah, you
and
did.
the crowd was going crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yo, what?
Yeah, I know.
I've seen you perform live as well, and it's
Yeah.
crazy because they call you the human
synthesizer.
Yeah, because it's because what you can do with your mouth, don't?
Yeah, of course.
And
the
is that
flow,
from the beatboxing days? Yeah?
Originally, back in the day. Yeah, that's how I started.
And you kept it up no matter what, isn't it? That's like your unique style, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like using the sound effects, but put it into a wave format and use the rapping and MCing. And obviously, I grew up listening to Flirta D, so shout outs to Flirta D, right? Because of him and the SLK back in the days. And I was just thinking those type of inspirations that I looked up to. And you know, when Flirta D did the foolish shit and the warp speed and FOR to the, you get me? Like, them things that just get me gas. And I'm just like, yeah, man. And ever since that, I was just thinking, you know what, if Flirta D can do it, then so can I. But, you know, and I was just thinking, yeah, man, like, it's time. Because I felt like the beatboxing was fun at the time, but it didn't give me much of a wider audience. So I wanted to branch out. And I was just thinking, that's when the rapping and the MCing just, you know, it took over. It got me a bigger audience, bigger fan base, bigger support. And then Razor Know, I won my first mixtape award in 2014 at the, you know, UK Unsigned Heights. So shout out to Dwayne Flames and Mariana Zappi, you know, and I really appreciate that. And we
were talking about that as well. Still, you tell me you get an award on that show there as well.
Yeah, man, it was like my first award. Like, you know, and shout out to my mom as well, because like she couldn't believe it. She thought it was a myth. Jussie, I told my mom she thought it was a myth, but I had to show her the email confirmation and everything, right? And then she just saw me all suited and booted, and I'll never forget that day, man. I'll never forget. It was before I even cut off my hair. I'll never forget that day, like, because I was thinking it's only just the beginning, right? I'm still humble, but it's only just the beginning. But it was really nice here for my mom and my ex and all of my cousins and other family, uncles and aunties to be there, man, that night, because Lavelle London was there, Laughter was there, Lady Lax was there, Margin Kings was there, 4i was there. Everyone that was getting an award is all there, man. It was really nice. It was at the Water Margins at the O2 in Greenwich. I'll never forget that, man.
So Peep's going to give Mod a break now. We're going to play this big tune here, Not From This Planet.
Yes, video dropping real soon in December. I can't tell you the actual date, but shout out to Lyrical Jams, shout outs to J-If, shout outs to Madman State, shout outs to Reese Jackson, shout outs to Lady Jazzy, Karim and Courtney DeAndre, Team Wavy. I am not from this planet.
Hello, man.
I am not from this planet.
Large out everybody on Insta. DJ Dange, Pulse88 Radio. He's here, bum peeps.
Welcome to my speedless service.
Hey.
But understand the logic of the thing I talk about before you open your mouth. Just stop and think. Which planet you know how to write links? Where should I go or should I attract? Neptune and Saturn has got my back. My flows are colder because I got so much energy like solar. This is more than a battle within the rapper or MC. If you know you're ripping up the concept to me, I will finish you in 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. You say you got the source for no remedy. I don't come across as a push over. I keep my circles.
DJ Dange on Pulse88 Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another exclusive upcoming.
Told you people, he's a problem. If you're just locked in, it's your boy DJ Dange, number one lead in Pulse88.
I am not from this planet.
I am not from
Modulator is in the building.
this planet.
Crazy.
From this planet. I am not from this planet.
Let's go.
Be the service. If you never understand the logic of the thing I talk about before you open your mouth, just stop and think. Which planet you know has the right links? Where should I go or should I attract? Neptune and Saturn has got my back. My flows are colder because I got so much energy like solar. This is more than a battle within the rapper or MC. If you know you're ripping up the concept to me, I will finish you in 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3. You say you got the source for no remedy. I don't come across as a push over. I keep my circles not closer. I'm 6 foot and older. Being stay stronger. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell you goes, I gotta make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell you goes, I gotta make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell you goes, I gotta make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell the girls, I'm gonna make sure that you have it. It is not equivalent to go and suffer. Listen to the people who do what they just cook up in the kitchen when you're telling everybody you know what the original when you make it for one of you like everything's moving. When I have to stop and say this, no more losing. You can call me Smokey Robinson, I'm cruising. If you have no boundaries, I'm fuming. You ain't no expert or the one choosing. Explain why. It is right in front of you. If you can't see that, then it's overdue. Do I need to change my voice? Auto-tune. When I'm jumping, I'm moving so that nobody is doing anything bad. That's the shit that made the brother man get mad. What I don't need is all I have. I'm just stating the facts. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell the girls, I'm gonna make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell the girls, I'm gonna make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell the girls, I'm gonna make sure that you have it. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. Once I tell the girls, I'm gonna make sure that you have it.
I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet.
I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet.
I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet. I am not from this planet.
You're listening to the Danger Zone.
Pulse.
Jeez. Mods, we got about 4 minutes. We got to talk about that tune there. Huh? You mash up the grind beat, boy.
Yeah.
Mash it up, boy.
Hey, yes. Shout outs to the producer Ghost. Ghost is a well-known producer from South London. I haven't met him in person, but obviously he was uploading all his beats up on YouTube and all other social media, and he's literally produced for other grime artists, mostly from East London. And obviously I actually mess with a lot of people from East London a lot, because Razor knows that I'm always going to East London to work with different artists and network, because I think at that time I told Razor I felt like me coming from South, I don't feel like I was getting enough support from the people from South, so everyone was like literally copying other people's style and catting other people's style. I mean, personally, I didn't really like that. So I just felt like, let me just stay in my own lane, but I just needed another extra inspiration. So I went to East, and obviously that's how I met Grafter, Dubs D, Eclipse, Sergeant Static, Smoothie, Shemzy, shouts to Jams, shouts to Ears, shouts to Clipson, Shiv Dots, bare artists from East, Bambos, Aura, Kels TBK.
They went with enough, man.
Yeah, trust me, they trust me a lot. East London has really made a big impact and a different type of change, and not a full change for my career, but a full change with a transition with my sound, where they kind of formatted me, where they made me become better, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that, because they have educated me a lot from the homegrown scene on how, not even with UK Garage, but how grime started from their side of London. I'm really glad for me as an individual from South. I'm really glad that they showed me that. And shout outs to Kieran Booth and also Bluey, you understand? And I really appreciate what all those artists from East London have done for me, and Dark Horse Strife as well. And it really has made a big impact in my career, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm very humble and grateful for them to tell me and teach me and give me tips and advice. And then obviously that, and then with the Twist of Fate, with the trill music, with SNE as well, and Skinny Malone as well, and you know what I mean, and with K9 and Will Stowe, and it was really good. And then obviously with Lavelle London was another thing, like him coming from South, and then Frank Echo from Northwest, like them two, I really was feeling, and I still am up until today, and I really love the type of wave that they're doing. And you know, I just felt like I can like not just take just grime, but grime and trap together, because it's like 140 BPM, but you can just like create this type of new wave and a new formula and new flows. And I was just thinking, that's why everyone always get gas when I do that all the time, because you don't know what type of signature or special effects I want to come with, but when you hear the flow, like the flow's Mazza, and like obviously Ted Grenade says exactly the same thing, and Ken Cody as well, and that's what I'm saying. So thank you to all the artists. So like I said, all the artists that I mentioned from East London, I thank you so much, because like I said, me as an individual from South, I stay in my own lane for a reason, and I have a mindset of my own. I don't follow what other people's doing, you understand? I don't have to worry, I don't have to prove myself to no one, you understand? I just keep myself to myself, you understand? And it's always good to get it was always good to get like, you know, energy from another place, from another artist that's been through that route, but can actually teach you things. You might be able to learn something. And once you learn something, it will make you become a better person. So I really thank you. Shout out to Dre Cheeks as well, man, because he's from East, and Tiana Mage 9. Oh, hey, man, that's what I'm saying. There's so many, man. So many.
I want to touch on the title, Not From This Planet.
Okay, so with Not From This Planet, like I said, Ghost, Producer B, and you know.
No,
and stuff.
why did you name it that?
Why did I name it that? Okay, right. Basically,
we've got about 1 minute to explain it.
Okay,
and we'll see you on the flip side, peeps.
Right, with Not From This Planet, I really wanted to go incognito. I had to realize that, you know what, my personality is different, my signature is different, my sound, my style, everything's just original. And it's the fact that with my format and my transition with everything, I felt like I'm just this human synthesizer that's just not on this planet Earth. And I just felt like, you know what, I am definitely not from this planet. And the amount of times where Razor's saying that, you know what, when I'm touching stage, nobody can't touch Modulation. No one can't mess with him. Are you mad? Like, no one can't mess with him. If you ever try to go anywhere near Modulation, he will finish you. He'll just be like...
You're going to hear some of that on the flip side, my peeps, so make sure you keep it locked. Yeah, you know, man. You had to enter the Danger Zone live, you know.
So that was one of the main reasons why I had to call it Not From This Planet.